All right. We'll have to get this started a few minutes early, but we'll give it a minute or two, see if anybody comes in. Hey, good evening, Joseph. This, of course, is your August 7th, 2026 affordable group break featuring 2026 Topps Chrome. I had hoped to have done this last week, but good old Topps shipped the blaster or the value box and the mega box on different dates for whatever reason. I don't know if I missed the initial allotment for launch day for the mega boxes, but whatever. They're finally here. We're going to rip them. But while we give it a minute or two to see if anybody else drops in, I just spent the last hour or so. If you saw on any of my socials, I had what looked like a stack of Jenga bricked cards, and I watched a couple of YouTube videos of just different methods to try to unbrick cards, and I ultimately landed with making my own humidor. And I followed the directions of a couple of YouTubers, and it didn't. It put them in there for about 3 days, and they were better, but they weren't great. It was 1995 Fleer baseball is what I had in the initially what I had in the humidor, and they, like I lost, still there was a couple cards I lost because they just weren't ready to come across, come apart. So I took the paper towels out. I put like four in instead of two, and tried it again. This time I put some weight on the lid of the plastic container I was using just to make sure I had a nice, good, seal tight. Left it or I put it in Sunday morning, and then I started to look at them Wednesday, right before I had a conference call, and they started to come apart, and I was very pleased. But there were some that still were not wanting to come apart. So put them back in there for a few more days. So we got home from dinner, had a little bit of time before we started the break. I sat down and started to go through them again. And this time, just about every bricked stack started to come apart. They didn't really want to slide apart, and in my fingers. I did kind of have to peel them, which is still a little nerve wracking. When you hear that, like your skin on a hot summer day sticking to the leather seat in your car. That noise that it makes. But it worked. I mean, there were some that were just. I think I might have left them in there too long because some of the cards felt like they absorbed too much of the moisture, and and some were goners. But for the most part, I'd say probably 85% of the packs, the cards came apart, and came apart pretty well. I think I only lost like maybe one or two inserts, which is really why I wanted to open the box in the first place. But it worked. Now I also had like the next night after that, I realized those were bricked. I opened a box of 1993 Dynamic Entertainment: The Creators Universe, which is a an indie comic set, and these cards are super thin. I mean, they are super thin. They're glossy. I mean, they're really nice cards. There's a couple of things about the set that I don't care for, but pretty cool cards. Um, but they were super thin. And the same thing, these just soaked up that moisture. And I was able to get a good majority of them unstuck. Thankfully, there was a lot of duplicates because it's only a 100 card set. Um, but I'm going to end up going with, even if that, if it's the only card that I pulled and it's got a little bit of paper loss, I'm still going to go with it, you know. But these didn't. These are definitely probably were in there too long because they're so thin that just absorbed that water. Did not try the freezer. Um, the when I was looking at the different methods, the humidor had the highest like luck, I guess you could say, with separating them. So that's why I went that route, and it worked pretty good. Overall, I'm pleased, and I will definitely try it again if I have to. I mean, I hope I don't, but 2026 product tonight. Hopefully, we don't have to worry about any bricking going on. So let's go ahead and get into this. Victor said I lost 75% of a Skybox basketball once because they stuck together. Yeah. Yeah, some of the cards as I were taking them apart, they would just slide right between my fingers, my thumb and my fingers, and come right apart. And then other ones I kind of had to peel. But yeah, it's the dangers of, especially what, mid '90s, early 2000s. Empty value box. One, two, three, four, five, six, 7 packs. So we'll start with this, and then I'll open the other one because let's see. I've not opened any of this, by the way. I haven't even seen any at retail. Apparently, it showed up at local retail once, and but I wasn't able to get there. So it says Lightboard logo variations, static noise inserts, and exclusive. Those are some of the inserts. Exclusive baseball seams and the red, white, and blue refractors are what are in the value boxes. So good luck. Joseph said a 300 card base set for an expensive product is Lunacy Chrome. That is $40 for a blaster at Target. Yeah. I just in full transparency, I think I made about $15 when it's all said and done from this break. So it's not like I'm getting rich off of this stuff either. But yeah, at $40, I don't know if I could buy. I don't know if I could just for something to rip. I don't know. Save you a wrapper, Joseph. You got it. I mean, I have a matte. Have a Matt Olson refractor that I bought off of eBay. And yeah, I love this. I mean, I can't tell you how much I love the 2026 design for Topps. And of course, the chrome treatment looks great. So I really like these. I think it would be a fun set to build, but too rich for my blood. But we're kicking it off with a Toronto Blue Jay, Dalton Varsho, followed by Robert Suarez for the Braves. Zach Maxwell, rookie for the Reds. And we have an insert. We have a Wrecking Crew, Bobby Witt Jr. Nice. 2 wrapper. Okay, now you're getting throwing a couple demands out there. Not a problem. Not a problem. Next up for Tampa Bay, we have Chandler Simpson. followed by Matt McLean for the Reds. We got our first Cub, Nico Horner. And we got a Ray Wave refractor of Drake Baldwin. I'm still trying to decide if I like Ray Wave. Man, throwing the R word out already tonight. For the Guardians, George Valera, rookie. Oh, nice. Check that out. Roman Anthony on the 1991 Topps design. Who got Boston? Andrew. Nice. And for Boston, we have a Jarren Duran. Chrome Rivals. I hadn't seen those before. And an insert. Oh, crap. A refractor of Connor Griffin for Pittsburgh. Man, I'm jelly. Everything's going to get sleeved because it's chrome, of course. That's a good pack. First Dodgers, Edwin Diaz. Have a Randy Arozarena. The bat flip. Mariners. For the Rockies, Kyle Karros, rookie. Is he related to Eric Karros? Anybody know? And a red, white, and blue Bobby Witt. Those look really nice. I like those. The son, I would think so. That's a very uncommon last name. For the Nats, James Wood. Peyton Tolle, I don't know. I don't remember. Red Sox rookie. Got big dumper Kyle Riley, the Mariners. And a big ticket player, Samuel Basallo. I'm going to guess. Rookie Cup, Cade Horton for the Cubs. Fernando Tatis Jr. Padres. Brady House rookie for the Nats. And a refractor of Adolis Garcia for Philly. Last pack of the value box. See a little color there. Xavier Edwards, the Marlins. Hurston Waldrop for the Braves. Nick Kurtz, Future Stars for the A's. And a Ben Rice with the baseball seams or whatever. I believe Victor's watching, so. Yeah. Refractor of Connor Griffin. All right, now we have the Mega Box, but it's so tiny. It doesn't look like a Mega Box. Exclusive X-Fractor parallels. Everything else looks like it's run of the mill. Hey, Victor, since Judge is on the wrapper, do you want me to save you a wrapper as well? One, two, three, 4, 5, and 6. All righty, I'll get you one, bud. Hey, does it matter, Joseph or Victor? Do you want a 4-card or a 7-card wrapper, or do you want both? One of each. Try to open them in a manner that you can kind of put them back and they still look good. All righty. First pack of hold on one second. Try to get that glare off. Brent Rooker for the A's. Bryce Eldridge, rookie for the Giants. Ketel Marte for the Diamondbacks. We have a refractor of Luis Morales for the A's. We have an X-fractor of Ozzie Albies for the Braves. And an X-fractor of Corbin Burns. And a Nico Horner base. Logan O'Hoppe for the Angels. Freddie Freeman, Dodgers. Rafael Flores, rookie for the Pirates. Spencer Strider for the Braves. Wish he was actually pitching. X-fractor of Nick Kurtz. Wrecking Crew, Bryce Harper for Philly. And another Kyle Karras rookie. For the Mets, Brett Beatty. There's Jack Caglione for the KC Royals. Bryson Stott for Philly. Refractor of Austin Riley, Braves. X-fractor of Joe Adell, Angels. And Kobe Mayo for the Orioles. And another Cal Raleigh. Daniel Schneemann for the Guardians. Chris Bassett for the Orioles. Carson Weisenhunt, rookie for the Giants. Ooh, we got a light board refractor or whatever they're called. Light board logo. Zach Wheeler. Nice. Jeff McNeil, X-Fractor. Riley Green for the Tigers, X-Fractor. And a Tatsuya Imai, Astros. Sean Murphy for the Braves. William Contreras, Brewers. Kyle Teal on the 91, White Sox. A refractor of Corey Seager for the Rangers. X-Fractor of Isaac Collins for the Royals. We have a big ticket players, Julio Rodriguez for the Mariners, and a Gabriel Morano, Diamondbacks. And we've made it to the final pack. Lourdes Gurriel Jr. for the Diamondbacks. Oops. Kyle Teal for the White Sox. Bo Bichette for the Mets. We have a past to present, Will Clark and Matt Chapman for the Giants. X-Fractor of PCA. And Chase Meadroth, the White Sox. And finally, a Zach Maxwell rookie for the Reds. And there we have it. Pretty quick break, but some really nice cards. I don't know what our ROI would be on all of this, but you know, we did get some cool stuff. Like these two are probably, I'd say, the highlights of the box, but that's got some other nice stuff too. Two of the 91s, which I really like. And then we got two of the big tickets. Two Wrecking Crew. One Future Star. One Chrome Rivals. And one Past to Present. Smattering of different parallels. Like I said, everything will be sleeved. A good bit of it will be top loaded. And then I will work on getting these sorted. It'll take me a little bit of time to get around to getting all of that done. I've got a busy weekend. I'm working a comic book show tomorrow. I'm used to attending a comic book show, not being a dealer, but a local friend of mine has expanded his video game shop to do toys and comics now. And we are doing a local comic show tomorrow. And then I'm going to look at some old vintage toys out of an attic on Sunday, hopefully to make a deal. So, got a busy weekend, but I will get these things separated. No G.I. Joe comics that I know of, Joseph, but of course, if anything comes in, I will let you know. But yeah, next week I am not sure what we're gonna do. I'm kind of, I know y'all don't care, but the Hall of Fame game was on last night. Carolina Panthers and the Arizona Cardinals. And being in the Carolinas, I was excited to see Panther football. Not really sure what to expect this year. So I'm kind of jazzed up about some football. I do have a little bit of football sitting over here on the shelf. I'm just kind of waiting for the right time to do that because I know that's not everybody's cup of tea. Um, I have an older baseball product, but I'm on the fence of whether or not we're going to do it or not. I pulled it out of my collection um, when I wasn't sure if I could have anything to break. So I'll figure it out. We'll get something posted next Tuesday night over in the Facebook group. But in the meantime, if you're ready to get any of these Topps Chrome or anything else in your stack shipped, please reach out to me and we will work on getting that done for you. But otherwise, guys, y'all have a great weekend. Thanks for helping fill out another break, and we'll catch you back here next weekend. Y'all have a great one.